Cutting out the bulk and unneeded weight, mid-size cruisers deliver low seat heights, ultra-smooth throttle control, and stress-free handling for veteran motorcyclists. Hand-picked for ultimate comfort and easy ownership. In this video, we see 12 top middleweight cruiser motorcycles every senior rider should see. Number 12. Kawasaki Eliminator. The Kawasaki Eliminator is a strong choice for senior riders who want a middleweight cruiser that's easy to control without feeling underpowered or bulky. Its low stance, manageable size, and relaxed ergonomics make it especially appealing to riders who want less physical effort during everyday riding. At around 388 pounds ready to ride, it's also much easier to maneuver in parking lots and tight spaces than many larger cruisers. Power comes from a 451cc parallel twin engine producing around 51 horsepower, giving the Eliminator enough performance for comfortable highway riding while keeping the motorcycle approachable. The 29-inch seat height is another major advantage because it allows riders to get both feet down confidently at stops, which can make slow-speed situations feel much less stressful. Comfort is another reason this motorcycle deserves attention. The riding position keeps the rider relatively upright, while the compact dimensions make it easy to move through city traffic. The 3.2-gallon fuel tank also gives it enough capacity for regular commuting and weekend rides without adding excessive weight or bulk. Pricing makes the Eliminator even more attractive. Starting in the lower $7,000 range, it gives senior riders access to a modern middleweight cruiser without requiring the much larger budget often associated with premium touring motorcycles. In short, the Kawasaki Eliminator offers the comfort, control, and simplicity many senior riders are looking for. Number 11. Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 is a strong option for senior riders who want a full-size cruiser feel without stepping into an extremely heavy touring motorcycle. Its low stance, relaxed ergonomics, and planted road manners make it comfortable for riders who prefer a calm and predictable experience rather than an aggressive riding position. Power comes from a 648cc parallel twin engine producing around 47 horsepower and 38 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers aren't about outright speed, but they give the Super Meteor enough low and mid-range pull for relaxed highway cruising. At roughly 531 pounds, it is heavier than the Eliminator, but its low center of gravity helps make it feel more manageable once it's moving. The riding position is one of its strongest points. The wide seat and relaxed foot controls allow riders to settle naturally into the motorcycle, while the low 30-inch seat height makes stops less intimidating. The 4-gallon fuel tank also gives the bike useful range for longer weekend rides. Another advantage is its classic design. The Super Meteor looks substantial and premium without relying on complicated bodywork, giving senior riders a motorcycle that feels special without being overloaded with unnecessary features. Overall, the Super Meteor 650 offers a comfortable riding position, relaxed performance, and a planted feel that make it a very appealing cruiser for senior riders who want something substantial but still approachable. Number 10. Honda Rebel 1100. The Honda Rebel 1100 is an excellent choice for senior riders who want a cruiser with enough performance for highway travel while still keeping the overall package manageable. Its low-slung design, comfortable riding position, and relatively compact dimensions make it much less intimidating than many larger cruisers. Power comes from a 1083cc parallel twin engine producing around 87 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque. That gives the Rebel 1100 plenty of effortless acceleration for merging onto highways and passing slower traffic, without requiring the rider to constantly work the engine. The motorcycle weighs roughly 487 pounds, which keeps it considerably more manageable than heavyweight touring machines. The low 27-inch seat height is another major advantage for senior riders. Getting both feet down at stops is easy, while the relaxed riding position keeps the body from feeling cramped during longer rides. Overall, the Honda Rebel 1100 gives senior riders a comfortable mix of strong performance, easy low-speed control, highway capability, and everyday practicality without feeling excessively large or demanding. Number 9. Suzuki Boulevard S40. The Suzuki Boulevard S40 is a great fit for senior riders who want a lightweight cruiser that doesn't require much physical effort to enjoy. Its slim proportions, low seat, and simple controls make it especially appealing to riders who value easy handling over sheer size or performance. Power comes from a 652cc single-cylinder engine producing around 31 horsepower and 37 pound-feet of torque. The engine provides enough punch for relaxed rides and shorter highway trips while keeping the motorcycle's character smooth and easygoing. At only about 381 pounds, the S40 is also one of the easiest motorcycles on this list to maneuver when parking or moving it around the garage. The low 27-inch seat height is another major benefit. Riders can place both feet down confidently at stops, while the relatively narrow seat and lightweight chassis make the motorcycle feel much easier to balance at low speeds. Overall, the Suzuki Boulevard S40 offers lightweight, easy control, a low seat, and simple cruiser character, making it a particularly friendly option for senior riders who want something uncomplicated. Number 8. Yamaha Bolt. The Yamaha Bolt is a great choice for senior riders who want a traditional cruiser with a compact footprint and a relaxed riding position. It has enough road presence to feel like a proper cruiser, but its relatively manageable dimensions make it easier to live with than many larger American-style motorcycles. Power comes from a 942cc V-twin engine producing around 54 horsepower and 58 pound-feet of torque. The engine delivers its power in a smooth, predictable way, giving the Bolt enough strength for highway cruising without making it feel overly aggressive. At roughly 542 pounds wet, it does have some weight, but the low seat and low-slung design help keep the motorcycle feeling stable and controlled. The 27-inch seat height is particularly useful for senior riders. Being able to get both feet down comfortably at a stop can make a noticeable difference in confidence, especially when maneuvering through parking lots or dealing with uneven surfaces. The relatively simple riding position also works well for relaxed trips around town. Another reason to consider the Bolt is its straightforward nature. The motorcycle doesn't overwhelm the rider with excessive features or complicated bodywork. It's a familiar cruiser formula that focuses on comfortable riding, predictable handling, and a strong mechanical character. Overall, the Yamaha Bolt gives senior riders a comfortable combination of low-seat confidence, relaxed V-twin performance, and traditional cruiser character without the bulk of a much larger touring motorcycle. Number 7. Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber is an appealing choice for senior riders who want a motorcycle with genuine character but don't want to give up modern road manners. Its low stance, compact profile, and relaxed riding position make it approachable, while the distinctive bobber design gives it a personality that feels very different from a conventional cruiser. Power comes from a 1200cc parallel twin engine producing around 76 horsepower and 78 lb-ft of torque. The engine delivers strong low and mid-range performance, so the bobber doesn't need to be pushed hard to make progress on the highway. At roughly 541 pounds wet, it has some heft, but its low center of gravity and 27-inch seat height help make it feel more manageable than the numbers suggest. The riding position is particularly suited to relaxed cruising. The low seat makes stops easier, while the wide handlebar gives the rider a solid sense of control. Another advantage is the quality of the overall package. The controls feel refined, the suspension is well sorted, and the motorcycle has a level of finish that makes it feel special every time you ride it. Senior riders who care about comfort and style can get both without moving into a huge touring bike. Overall, the Bonneville Bobber offers strong torque, easy low-speed confidence, distinctive styling, and refined road manners in a package that feels substantial without being overwhelming. Number 6. CFMoto 450 CLC. The CFMoto 450 CLC is an interesting choice for senior riders who want a modern cruiser that stays relatively light and easy to manage. Its low stance, Relaxed ergonomics and approachable dimensions make it less physically demanding than many larger cruisers, while its styling gives it enough presence to feel like a full-size motorcycle. Power comes from a 449cc parallel twin engine producing around 42 horsepower and 30 pound-feet of torque. The output is well suited to relaxed everyday riding, giving the 450cc enough acceleration for city streets and moderate highway use without making the motorcycle feel intimidating. At roughly 493 pounds, it's not the lightest bike here, but its low center of gravity helps make it feel stable and controlled. The 29-inch seat height is another useful feature for senior riders. It allows riders to get their feet down more easily at stops, while the relaxed foot controls create a comfortable cruising position. Overall, the CFMoto 450cc offers an appealing mix of manageable size, comfortable ergonomics, modern styling, and easygoing performance for senior riders who want something different from the usual cruiser choices. Number 5. Royal Enfield Shotgun 650. The Royal Enfield Shotgun 650 is an appealing choice for senior riders who want a middleweight motorcycle with a distinctive personality and a manageable riding position. Its compact bobber-inspired design gives it plenty of character, while the relatively low seat and balanced chassis make it easier to handle than many larger cruisers. Power comes from a 648cc parallel twin engine producing around 46.4 horsepower and 38 pound-feet of torque. The engine is tuned more for smooth, relaxed acceleration than outright speed, making it well suited to casual cruising and everyday riding. At roughly 529 pounds, the Shotgun 650 has some weight, but its low center of gravity helps keep it stable at slower speeds. The 29-inch seat height also gives riders a comfortable amount of reach to the ground. Combined with the upright riding position, it makes the motorcycle easier to settle into during city riding and relaxed weekend trips. Another reason the Shotgun stands out is its design. The short bodywork, chunky proportions, and bobber-inspired styling give it a unique look that separates it from conventional cruisers. It feels modern without losing the mechanical character that attracts many riders to Royal Enfield. Overall, the Shotgun 650 offers senior riders a comfortable riding position, relaxed twin-cylinder performance, manageable road manners, and plenty of personality without moving into heavyweight cruiser territory. Number 4. Indian Scout 60 Bobber. The Indian Scout 60 Bobber is a strong option for senior riders who want a low, relaxed cruiser with a premium feel and enough performance for longer rides. Its compact proportions and low-slung design make it easier to manage than many heavyweight American cruisers, while the Bobber styling gives it plenty of personality. Power comes from a 999cc V-twin engine producing around 78 horsepower and 65 pound-feet of torque. That gives the Scout 60 Bobber enough muscle for confident highway acceleration and relaxed cruising without requiring aggressive riding. At roughly 549 pounds, it is heavier than some middleweight options here, but the low center of gravity and 25-inch seat height help make the motorcycle easier to balance at stops. That exceptionally low seat is one of its biggest advantages for senior riders. Getting both feet firmly on the ground can make slow-speed situations much more comfortable, while the relaxed controls keep the riding position natural during longer trips. The compact dimensions also make it less intimidating when maneuvering around town. The Bobber design adds another layer of appeal. The solo-style seat, short fenders, and stripped-down appearance give the Scout 60 a distinctive look without requiring extensive customization. It feels like a purpose-built motorcycle rather than a standard cruiser with accessories added later. Overall, the Indian Scout 60 Bobber combines a very low seat, strong V-twin performance, manageable proportions, and distinctive styling into a cruiser that can feel both comfortable and special for senior riders. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster is a good option for senior riders who want modern Harley character without moving into the size and weight of the company's larger touring motorcycles. Its low seat, compact dimensions, and contemporary styling make it easier to manage while still giving the rider the unmistakable presence of a Harley-Davidson. Power comes from a 975cc V-twin engine producing around 91 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque. That gives the Nightster plenty of performance for highway riding and confident acceleration, while the liquid-cooled design keeps the engine's character smooth during longer rides. At roughly 481 pounds ready to ride, it's also considerably easier to handle than many heavyweight cruisers. The 28-inch seat height is another advantage. It allows riders to get both feet down comfortably, which can make stops, parking lots, and slow-speed maneuvering less stressful. The riding position also keeps the rider relatively upright, making the motorcycle suitable for everyday trips as well as relaxed weekend rides. The Nightster's compact size gives it another benefit. It feels more responsive around town than a large touring Harley, while still offering enough stability and performance for open roads. Overall, the Harley-Davidson Nightster combines strong performance, a low seat, manageable size, and modern Harley character into a cruiser that feels capable without becoming physically demanding. Number 2. Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is one of the most practical cruisers for senior riders because it focuses heavily on comfort, easy control, and a riding position that can be adjusted to suit different body types. Its low stance and manageable proportions make it less physically demanding than many traditional heavyweight cruisers. Power comes from a 649cc parallel twin engine producing around 59 horsepower and 46 pound-feet of torque. That gives the Vulcan S enough power for comfortable highway cruising while keeping the throttle response predictable and easy to manage. At roughly 498 pounds ready to ride, it has some substance without feeling excessively heavy for a full-size cruiser. The biggest advantage for senior riders is the adjustable foot control system. Riders can move the controls to create a more natural leg position, which can make a major difference during longer rides. The 28-inch seat height also makes getting both feet down at stops relatively easy. The Vulcan S is also versatile enough to handle daily commuting, city traffic, back roads, and longer highway rides. Overall, the Kawasaki Vulcan S offers adjustable comfort, manageable weight, useful performance, and easy handling, making it a very sensible choice for senior riders who want a cruiser they can comfortably use for years. Number 1. Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom is a great fit for senior riders who want a traditional cruiser that's comfortable, confidence-inspiring, and easy to live with. Its low stance, balanced proportions, and relaxed riding position make it feel substantial on the road without becoming as demanding as a much larger touring motorcycle. Power comes from a 745cc V-twin engine producing around 45 horsepower and 47 lb-ft of torque. The engine delivers its power in a smooth and predictable way, giving the Shadow Phantom enough strength for relaxed highway cruising while keeping the motorcycle easy to control. At roughly 549 pounds ready to ride, it has some weight, but the low center of gravity helps it feel stable and planted once moving. The 26-inch seat height is a major advantage for senior riders. Being able to get both feet down firmly at stops can make a big difference in confidence, especially when dealing with parking lots, uneven surfaces, or slow traffic. The relaxed riding position also makes longer rides feel natural without forcing the rider into an aggressive posture. Another reason the Shadow Phantom stands out is its straightforward ownership experience. Honda has a long history with the Shadow name, and the motorcycle benefits from broad dealer support, available parts, and plenty of service knowledge. That makes it a reassuring choice for riders who want to spend more time riding and less time worrying about the motorcycle. Overall, the Honda Shadow Phantom combines easy low-speed control, comfortable ergonomics, smooth performance, and dependable ownership into a cruiser that makes a lot of sense for senior riders. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.